But let me quickly follow up on the last bit of your comment and on the reaction about Dangote's what he said about Somaiosis sabotaging the refinery. Let's not also forget that the managing director of the NNPC has also, acknowledged that there were some principalities, he mentioned that word, in the sector that were trying to, sabotage operations. How will this state of emergency address some of these concerns? It seems that even if we do as much, if we are producing as much barrels per day and all that, we will still need to remove these individuals who are holding the nation to ransom.
You see, when you see something and you say something, you must substantiate it. Most of the time, we just come, talk, and we don't back it up with fact. Maybe for we finance people, we don't actually acknowledge that. So you don't come and say somebody is stealing. You must have evidences to say, there is misappropriation in this unit. That means you've carried out a review of that particular place and you come out. So for you to say there are cabals, that means there are individuals that you have seen that are actually, you saw them, that are actually, challenging the system that you have actually put in place. Can we put names to some of these things? And it's a problem that is not just only in the past, in the oil and gas sector. It's across board. You cannot mention their names. So why are you calling for the war? If you must call for war, you must be specific to say, no, we are going to this area. We want to fight it all either. You have identified it. But as we speak, you are declaring war. You said you have enough equipment to fight those. Against who? Where are we?
Said if there is a very strong system, a non-porous system, that this can actually help to mitigate against.
Is the system on ground? They are the same set of people that bypassed the system. So because I will ask myself the question, if the group managing director of NNPCL is coming to say we have over 500 illegal pipes plugged to our national to our pipeline, how did we get that? If you have identified it, how have you been able to stop this from furthering? As a matter, what we see is the 500 didn't come within a year. I'm sure they started from 1 to 10 to 20, and we got to 500.
Well, Sesan, if you look at it, how impactful has the private contractors, to grant surveillance or to give surveillance to oil pipelines and all of those places where we have sabotage, the sabotaging of the oil pipelines and the NNPC generally. How effective do you think they've been? Because if you look at the importance of unraveling the intricate networks of involving these illicit activities, we have the internal collaborators and also the external collaborators, including the international people, even within the community. Because sometimes we heard the Nigerian army saying that the Nigerian military saying they destroyed some of these oil bunkeries and bunkers and all of them, arrested some, and then some of these locals, maybe the leaders or people who live there, go back to tell those people that, okay, the Nigerian army, the military had gone, or the security agencies have gone, you guys can come back again. Or they also tend to blow the whistle against their own selves. So if you're fighting them and people within that locality is not helping, how do you solve it?
Yeah, the people within the locality will not help because they are gaining from it. It's when you gain from something that you see the greedy nature of every citizen. It's what is taking us to where we are. So when you are benefiting, like we always say in the outspace, when people are benefiting from wrongdoing, they will come and tell you, this is God's blessing and God's grace. When it's other way around.
After all, it belongs to us.
It's our property, so we have control over it. But when it's on the other side, they say they are frustrating them and making them not to benefit from what belongs to them. Marginalizing the world. So it's something that needs reorientation of our side. Because most of the time, what people do is make enough noise, get involved in that particular thing, and see what can be beneficiary to you, and you move on. Otherwise, by now, I would have expected that we should have an increase in what we've been lingering between 1 million, 1.2 barrels for over years, when the capacity is far higher than what we are. So you keep asking yourself, we started from 1, 2, 3, and today we are talking of over 500 of this particular thing. So I feel that the cabals, the faceless cabal in every agency, in every sector, needs to be, we need to be intentional. There must be this political will. I am even saying that since the NNPCL GMD is coming out that we are declaring war, we should come and mention to us who is the war against. We need to have an understanding of that. We can't be fighting a faceless war against people that we don't know. Maybe by the time you are able to mention 1, 2, 3, you know it has a way this thing goes. You mention 1, 2, 3, you say, no, take it cool now. We are many. You know, you start, unraveling the other people that you don't even know. But as we speak, not a single person is actually, so you are saying you are fighting war, declaring state of emergency against who? Okay. That you are unable to identify. It's a problem, and I think we need to address it, because I can tell you the hardship in the land is enormous, and the citizens are actually complaining. And the only solution we consider is that we need to bring down the cost of energy, because it's strategic to the growth of our economy. The SMEs, as we speak, cannot breathe. And we need the survival of SMEs if we